Well, good morning, Sagittarius. Today feels good, doesn't it, Sag? It really does. I mean, I see that there is like a lot on your mind, for sure. But today feels good to me, Sag. So, I mean, there's a lot going on today for you, Sagittarius, in regards to communication. I feel I'm not sure if Mercury went into Scorpio or I'm not sure what's going on, Sag. But if you're new here, this is a Sagittarius channel and this is the daily message. This is something that I do every day to kind of alert you into the energies that are coming in. I appreciate everyone's feedback lately. It's been so nice. Um, so, I'm looking to adjust the readings, of course, to what everyone truly desires. So if you are enjoying the daily message, let me know in the comments, because I can always do different stuff according to what we're all digging. And of course, today is Wednesday, and on Wednesday and Friday, we do live. So I will be doing live generally around 1 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah. And I don't know what I'm going to do today. Maybe some good news. We'll see what happens. Could just be an open reading, meaning whatever wants to pop out. But I feel like, you are feeling like communicating because this is the third house is coming up for what's underneath everything, right? This is that inside out energies. And it's really interesting because I feel like this is really about you, Sagittarius. Definitely sharing more of yourself. Now, Sagittarius, it's really funny because we're big oversharers by nature, but we don't exactly share ourselves. We keep a lot to ourselves. So I feel like um, you may be really expanding because here's Sagittarius. You really want people to see the real you. Okay. Because with the first house, this is all about how you're seen. And I feel like there is communication that's happening in terms of you really wanting people to see who you really are and who you really want to be. Because, expansion is here. You're showing up in your true natured energy. And, the ninth house is often misunderstood, because it's not just about spirituality, it's about travel, it's about growth, it's about expansion. Sagittarius is very spiritual, but it's really about learning. And I feel like it's possible that you've been learning even more about yourself, discovering more about yourself, and I feel like you want to share that with other people, you know, but you want to share it with people who you feel comfortable with. So you may actually be connecting with people that you feel more connected with, maybe, your soul tribe, if you will. And it's interesting because I see that part of what's going on is like, you know, Sagittarius struggles to find their true home, meaning who they belong with, where they belong. And, there seems to be more of an energy of you seeking that out, right? And what's happening is that you may actually find yourself connecting more deeply with people who generally didn't understand you, Sag. Sometimes I feel like as Sagittarians, we get upset when we're not understood, but we also don't try to help people understand us more. Um, and I feel like that's happening. I feel like that's happening. So how you're showing up today is, I feel you're showing up in nines, 9 of swords, 9 of wands. That's really keeping yourself at a distance, it can be worry, can be stress. And I feel like you may have been feeling stress over how things are going. Like that's about things not going right, worrying that they're never going to go right. But with the 9 of Wands, it's kind of like you've been like really just keeping it to yourself. And that is what Sagittarius does. I mean, we go through stuff ourselves. We don't like people to see us sweat, we don't like people to see what we struggle with. And I feel like that might be changing, to be honest. I feel like you may be being more open with people about what you've been going through. And it's interesting because with justice here, because that's Libra energy is coming together in balance, right? It's creating balance. And, you know, it justice also indicates that there could be a turnaround in things that you've been worried about, you know and the truth is like by sharing your struggles more, it could be that other people help you to find solutions, you know because I don't really feel, with the sword being down, that's making a decision, Sag, for sure. And I really feel like you're of this mind where things may not be super great, but you're kind of not letting it hold you back. And there's kind of a move into knowing that you're almost there, that the challenges are almost over, and not being stuck in this 9 of Swords energy. And I really feel like it's other people who help you see this, Sag, which is magical, because some details you need to be aware of is the 3 of Cups. So there definitely is a sense of communicating with like-minded people, communicating with people who care about you, who help you see, what's possible with the 7 of Cups, what's possible. And I feel like this actually creates some distraction towards, what's been wrong, and I love this energy for you, Sag. Oh, I just got the chill, Sag. And that, to me, the spiritual chill, it tells me that I'm right on target. Right on target. I feel like that's my spirit team telling me, yes, yes, this is what they need to know. So, interestingly enough, your good news, Sag, which we might be going over some good news in the live reading. 6 of Pentacles, things working out, Sag. Not only things working out, things are working out more with people. So the 5 of Wands is here with the 6 of Pentacles. It's kind of like people you may have had who just didn't understand you, perhaps, or had a difference of opinion. That's also what the 5 of Wands tells us. There's a coming together. It's kind of like that 5 of Wands energy. Resistance is coming to an end, and you may be lifting resistance in terms of letting people show up for you, Sag, letting people help you. It's like people want to come in and help you as much as you help them, right? But it's hard for Sagittarius because we are the helpers, and I feel like that is changing. I feel like there's people who want to come in and help you. And, I just get the sense that you're deciding not to block that anymore. With the Lovers being here, because the Lovers is being aligned. The Lovers is making a decision, heart-head decision. The Lovers is so many things, but at the end of the day, it is aligning with choices, right? It's coming together. And I feel that is exactly what's happening. It's one thing to say, people just don't understand me, so I'm not going to have nothing to do with them. I'm going to walk away. I feel like that's not what's happening. I feel like this is more of people want to understand, Sag. They want to understand. And I feel like you're starting to see that. Maybe in the past it just felt like people were just against you. Like they were purposely trying to misunderstand you. And, there is an end to that here. And I feel like it happens because you allow people to show up for you now. You know, this is the balance that is being created this month for you, Sagittarius. It's okay to let people see stuff, you know. And it doesn't mean you have to ask for help, Sagittarius, but when they show up for you, you have to let it happen, is basically what it's saying. You know, and I love this. Is beautiful. This is beautiful. And what is more about duality than that, to be honest? For sure. Your advice from Spirit is the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. With the High Priestess and the King of Wands. Also interesting. Because I feel like there may have actually been a fight in balancing your feminine and masculine energies. And I feel like you're getting intuition is telling you to take a step back, to, you know, listen to your intuition about that. You know, oh yeah, definitely look with the Four of Wands and the Six of Swords. You know, and the Seven of Swords. Let people in, Sag. You know, it's so funny because at the end of the day, this is a long way around let people in. And I feel like that's what this whole energy is about for you. Because the Four of Pentacles, you could have been holding back. You know, could have been holding back. And the High Priestess, your intuition is telling you that, you know, sometimes it's not all about action. Sometimes it's about receiving. You know, and this is going to do a lot for your relationships specifically. But it's going to create big change in your life. It's going to bring more harmony in your life. And, you know, with the Seven of Swords is telling you it's time to be honest, specifically that you don't need to do everything yourself. You know, and there is this energy where you kind of think you do. Like the King of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. If I don't do everything myself, and that's being kind of stubborn, it's being set in your ways. I mean, this is how I keep myself out of trouble. This is how I keep bad things from happening. And, you know, it's funny because you're now gaining a new perspective on it. And definitely Sagittarius's energy has long been tied to surrender and the difficulty that we have with surrender. We actually do, you know, and I feel like it's about letting other people do things, letting other people show up for you. Balancing your feminine and masculine energies means the journey is finding that space in between receiving and giving. And wow, very nice, Sag. Very nice. I love this. I know that's deep, y'all. But it's, you know, I feel like, you know, it's kind of time to let people see you. To let people see you. And you know, sometimes we get mad. We think that people are purposely misunderstanding us, but sometimes we don't let people understand us. And so now I feel like you're doing that. Lovely. Okay, Sagittarius, what is your mindful message today? Sagittarius's mindful message. Oh, okay. Release. Oh my gosh. Sagittarius. Today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and I am welcoming this shift. I am created space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and new opportunities. Yes. Yes, Sagittarius. I feel like I want to do weird things with my hands. Okay. Okay, Sag. I love this for you, and we will talk soon. Hopefully you will come to the live. That would be super cool. Toodles.